And we're back. This is this episode here called Transgender Hate Mail, Homosexual Hate Mail, Atheist Hate Mail. Basically, me reacting to a bunch of screen caps of on YouTube and DeviantArt that are responsive comments. I mean, against his even lifestyles and a few other things. Trigger warning: if you don't like what I'm saying, go ahead, click off the video, go watch something else. Do not lie and say there's hate speech in my videos, because there is no hate speech in my videos. There's speech you hate. That's the story. Let's continue on with building these wrong these conversations and me tracing around with versus abuse biology and the basic talk about that. Also, it's good to get vaccinated so you can stop the spread of germs. COVID is still a thing, and there's other diseases that need you need vaccine against. So you can fight against them a bit easier if you get sick with them. So before we do that, let's look at some not safe for work fan art. By tablet here. We're loaded in. All right. That is awesome. That is weird. Weird poster. I don't like that. That dude's all grown up. Get in a baby crib, and it's weird. Next. Triple A exchange online stuff. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna switch over from just XA9. I like that. I'm gonna switch from just XA9 to My Life as a Teenage Robot, so I can see all the girls in there. I'm gonna see all the girls in there. And the boys that love them as well. What is it? Robot. Oh yeah. I'm loading. You know, just load down. It's too slow for video. For pictures. Maybe these fart pictures. I'm not a fan of the fart pictures. He's multitasking to 3 dudes. Oh my gosh. Yep. That's amazing. Well, of course, cousin is hanging up to you. There she is. Oh, crap. Wait, that's not Rick Crust. Rick Crust does not have testicles. Rick Crust has ovaries. I hate these pictures. Massive John. I don't like that. Continuing on, please. Tiff crust. The courageous one. Let's continue on with more of the hate mail. Let's go. Next. I say go ahead and judge me. Oh yeah, we'll continue on with our work. Hold on. Before we get to that one, let's go back. We'll do some overlap so we don't miss anything. What we got? Yeah. Someone said, I quote somebody, he was going to know, imagine, okay, you were born a girl, but you knew you were a boy through lies. You knew you're not supposed to have a period, but you do. That's lies. You now imagine everyone calls you a girl, but you're not, because lies are told. That's kind of annoying, right? Now, transgender people are born that way, or no, they aren't. They learn that over time. It hurts them, yeah, over time. Any pain you felt about your skin, they feel that 100 times because of lies I was told. It's the same amount of pain. It's not fun to be seen as different than someone else, to be seen as an outcast, but it's how it goes in life. Gotta learn to live with it. Continue on here. As you get those, because you get those two. The reproductive words you get, you gotta learn to live with them. And I say, go ahead, I did. And I say, judge me, go ahead. It's part of being Christian. And then someone says, here goes, wow. It took you like 2 hours to think of this. And listen, I don't judge not because of religion or because I'm afraid people will get mad, but because. Thank you. Well, because not being accepting has a time and time again screw people over. The South and Civil War, Nazis and World War II. If you don't move with the times, you'll be left behind through lies. Someone says also one last thing before I go. Nowhere in the Bible does it say that you're only going to be trans. Then of course the lying is wrong, and that a woman shall not wear men's clothing, and a man shall not wear women's clothing. Someone says without cross-dressing at all. Oh my God! So a person born with testicles who's saying he's a woman doesn't wear dresses. A person born with ovaries saying she's a man. Lying, saying she's a man, does not try to hide that she has breasts and curves. And try to look like a man. Cross-dressing. That's the transgender lifestyle involves cross-dressing. Sorry, it doesn't work. Next, and I say I have no problem with being left behind by shifting sands. Also, I found some other messages from people that came before yours. You do comment section, there's some needs some work. And then someone says, here guys, yeah, we can agree on that. So it's here, guys. But I'm just saying, would God want you to judge others that God has made? I do not know why. His reason. You need to trust Him. But yeah, by telling the truth, we need to trust Him. But you need to trust Him too. I believe God made the universe for us to explore and discover, not just things around us, but within us. Yes, but not through lies. So let's continue on. So why everybody equal sex? And I say, quite quote. Here we go. Also, one last thing before I go. Nowhere in the world is living trans. Actually, there are a few verses against it. January 22.5. One was like, women's clothing. I don't remember what was clothing for the dot dot dot. So here we go. What Bible are you reading from? Here we go. Also, do you feel the same way about plastic surgery? And then someone in all caps says, "Can you get this through your closed-minded skull that we think they can't control what they feel? Yeah, but you can control how you react to it. This is why Christians are a bad rep." Go through lies. It's because of people like you thinking that your morals should be law because they are better than other morals. I think that's fine to make people's lives more miserable through truth. You guys, are you stupid through lies? Nope. Or what's not in her chest? You guys, well, stop being a jack dude. Nope. Shut you up if you're not smart. She's a girl because of lies I was told. Okay, stop trying to be an expert because you're probably some 12-year-old little girl who learned this stuff in health class. Stereotype. Who learned the truth in health class. 12-year-old. No, so OMG, someone tell this Christian whitey to shut up. I mean, I'm Christian whitey, so it's really sad. Stereotypes, again. Well, they don't want to be a girl. Yes, he does. If he doesn't want to be a girl, then why is he dressing up like one and saying, lying and saying he is one? He wants to be one. He never going to be one. He wants to be one. Or a boy. It's the whole point of transition and gender, you idiot. Through lies, I was told. Freeds through lies. Nope. Laughing cry emoji. Okay, here goes. Oh, F awful. Yeah, no. Here goes. I know you're a Christian, but being trans is okay through lies. It's not. Stop my way about sex. Anyone that's trans didn't transition because they did like amount of hair or looks of their reproductive organs. They totally did that. They totally do it because of that. Well, because they try like that was the gender through lies. And you'll probably get mad at me for saying that she is a she through lies, but that's just what it is through lies. I should know. I know. I should be polite. Whatever someone says, when it says polite, I understand what you are. Dot dot dot. And so, yeah, true. You're telling my best friend that I look like a guy because my brother had the phone first. I'm on his account. I don't know why. Click. Got it wrong. Next. So, realize God, the lowercase g, would want us to love ourselves, and people hate their gender. They don't love themselves, do they? They got to learn to get over that. Trust God on that. Now, explain to me why the F why they wouldn't transition lie to be who they want. You don't transition to be who you want. You shouldn't have to. If you're trying to transition to be who you want, you got a problem because you are already you were born you. Not trans. You were born you. Unique individual. Born, physically speaking, if you're born with testicles, you are a male. Physically speaking, or with ovaries, you are a female. But if you're still yourself, though. That's the issue. You and your body are different. So it doesn't work. Whatever they're doing makes themselves happy through lies. It's nothing to do with you through lies. So you get shut the F up and stop being a B word that means female, B word that means weak, B word that means female, slave, B word that means annoying. Just stupid. I'm Christian as well, but I have the right mindset at least. A-hole. With that mindset's not a good mindset. I'd say if you let a stick or no, then that's a boy. Yeah, he is a boy. If you have a stick, you're a dude. If you have a pussy, you're a girl. And if you want to identify as other gender, that's self-identification. Gender is fluid. Identity fluid. Biological sex is not. She, he. Today, girl, yes. F you. You are disgusting. No, the truth is disgusting to people who like lies. Thanks to hello Oreo teaching that stupid hero comics person who is what is right through lies. So what is wrong? You don't understand? Did you read every single one of our did you read every single one of our comments? Oh yes, I did. I'll continue to read them forever. Yay! I'll continue to read them forever. Yeah, no thanks. Yes, I did. And so you think it's so stupid that they compare the skin color to sexuality? No, I compare it to biological sex, both genetic traits. It is obviously, yeah. Why, as I said, it makes no sense through lies. We should try not to insult each other so much. And someone says, I have my rights to be angry at them for what they said, since it made absolutely no sense, because I met, through lies. Here, she is a girl born with a piece of testicle, so a boy. Okay, so I read one month out. I just want to say, first of all, this went on for like 1 to 2 months. Like, wow, 2, I'm Christian and bisexual, so getting it wrong. I accept everyone for their religion, opinions, and gender and sex. And third way, to stand on y'all's ground through lies. And fourth, what's that person's name who's being transphobic needs to to I hate to say it, but need to shut the F up. That's all, bye-bye. So I say, here goes, I quote, she, not according to science. Sorry. People born with fetus and testicles are males, so use he, him pronouns for them. Someone says, "Yo, Gox, please leave trans people alone." No. I feel really bad for trans people who are reading this. They can be trans if they like, so please stop. Through lies and stop. No, nope. So you're all doing, what do you regret this? And the final day goes to someone else. And so it's regret what? And I say, if you love God, then why are you okay with people saying that you made a mistake when he made them? You know? And I say, if a person believes they are a mistake, then we must help them know they are not a mistake. And nothing's wrong with their bodies. So it's, "Here, God, so you want people to be happy? Like, through truth, yes. We must learn to love ourselves without transitioning. God made our bodies the way they're supposed to be. I want them to learn to accept their bodies without transitioning." I say. Continue on, please. So your gods, but it doesn't affect you at all through lies. Seeing people run their way toward a cliff, and harm themselves and encourage others to do the same doesn't affect you, right? Right? It does. It's horrible to see that stuff because it's like, what are you doing? It's like seeing people. I heard of this story. There are several stories that were animated stories. All right, or art stories. I don't know if they're animated, but they're stories that are people drawing things. There was a story where a girl, around 50, 60 years old, was anorexic or something, or bulimic or something like that. So much so that her parents enrolled her into a psychiatric ward or some type of clinic to help her get over that. And while she was learning to get over that eating disorder, okay, she saw there were other people out there going like, other kids, other girls, especially out there going like, "Hey, yeah, guess what you can do? If you do certain things, then you can fool, people into thinking you're eating when you're not, causing harm." Basically, they're trying to encourage her to have horrible, to do horrible things to their bodies, to achieve goals that are really bad goals to try and achieve. They're trying to encourage them, and that's horrible. That stuff is really horrible. And trying to stop that. Same thing with the transgender lifestyle. They say, "No, they say, here, take this." Someone actually says this. You'll see this in other hate mail parts. Girls saying, "Yeah, if you abuse this medicine, that'll stop your period." Like you'll poison yourself with this medicine, that'll stop your period. Yeah, and it's like, isn't that poisonous? Isn't that dangerous? And I was like, "Shut up! Don't say that." Like, I actually put out the side effects of those medicines. And it's like, yeah, you're gonna abuse this and get these side effects all for a lie, and they're like, they erased it. And I'm just like, yeah, that stuff is after out. People are harming themselves, for this stuff. It's terrible. So no, I'm doing it. Let's see here. God will love all people who love others and themselves. Traditioning is traditioning, lying is what makes takes and to be happy through lies. God will still love you. Yeah, He will still love you, but He doesn't like lying. Stop lying by Bible sex. And trans people who try to stay the same and learn to love themselves, which they can learn to do, actually. It's very important that they do. Will often fall into depression and may even end it all, but they may choose not to. So, yeah, the church, their choice. So let people live their lives how they want, through lies. Nope. Get your nose out of the business. Nope. Not happening. He wants her, him. He wants just let them be. Nope. And I quote, "He wants just let them be. I can't do that. What if I, as a black man, were to say a lot of people, and say I act like a white man and do a lot of things like white people like, And someone says, Sam's girlfriend is he is fake. So please shut up about it. No one cares about your opinion. This is not something a situation. Good riddance. So there has nothing to do with skin color, so stop bringing it up. Ignore the fact that we're talking about a genetic trait too. Just leave people alone. I couldn't care less. You don't agree with it. Just don't be rude and leave them alone through lies. Don't respond to this. I'm done on the conversation. Good day. Don't worry. It was wonderful. See you guys next time. Check me out on YouTube TV.